Wednesday against McKendree. What's your approach leading up to this last game of the season against a seemingly weaker opponent in McKendree?
Yeah, I think we keep it light. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to do a little Halloween practice. Where the guys are dressing up in costumes and stuff like that. And that's not to take away from the seriousness of the game, but going into our last game. And we don't change things. We give the guys off today because we always have Mondays off, even though it's a midweek game. We're sticking to the process, and we're going to stick to what we do and how we prepare. I think, you look at McKendree, they've taken some of the best teams in this conference to overtime. I mean, they took Rockers to overtime, Drury to overtime. And I think, really in the last year, we played them twice, once in the spring and once in the fall, and they're probably the most talented team that we've played in the last year. They've got a lot of good players. I don't know why they're not winning games. It's something that only they probably know. But they're close, basically, in all their games, and this is a game that we're not looking at, that they're in the bottom of the conference. They can play. They're very talented. They've got a good coach, and we're going to keep our approach light, but when we get in the game, we're not going to be taking it lightly.
Right. Senior Nico Alonso has been on a tear lately. He scored 2 against Maryville, 2 more against Quincy, and he had the assist in yesterday's win against Truman. What is he doing that's allowing him to be so successful?
I think it's the process in it all. He's a second-year player in this program. He's a transfer kid from a school in Spain. He was a futsal player. And just figuring out, how the American game works over here at the college level with the substitutions and just the pace where the focus is more on athleticism than just overall skill like the rest of the world, I think. And, the biggest thing for us, and I think college soccer, and it's kind of sad, is that we only get 8 weeks with these guys, 9 weeks to develop a team, and then we get 5 games across the rest of the year, where the rest of the world is playing all year round. They're playing 50, 60 games a year. Even these clubs now these days, they're going to a 10-month training schedule. Well, if you look back on it, where Nico's success is he's finding a rhythm, and not saying he's peaking. I don't think he has peaked. I think he's a great player that has a lot more to offer. It's just he's starting to find that flow of what the college game is about. He's learning his teammates, and he's got a great attitude. He's a leader and our captain, and it's just he's starting to get a good amount of games under his belt, and I think that's what's given him success.